Forget everything you think you know about natural beauty. Seriously. Picture a coastline so ridiculously long that if you stretched it out, it would wrap around the entire planet, 2.5 times. This is Norway. It's a kingdom literally carved by ice and time, hiding some of the most jaw-dropping scenery on Earth. Today, we're not just showing you pictures, we're taking you on a journey to the 10 most incredible spots in this amazing country. This is your ultimate guide to the true magic of Norway. From the insane, vertical cliffs of its world-famous fjords to the cozy, colorful streets of its old cities, Norway is a place of wild contrasts and pure beauty. We've looked all over the country, from the sunny southern shores to the mystical Arctic north, to bring you the must-see list. And this isn't just about pretty views, it's about experiences you'll never forget. We're talking about hikes that take you so high you feel like you can touch the sky, cities straight out of a storybook, and natural wonders that will completely change how you see the world. So, grab your sense of adventure, and let's kick off the countdown. Number 10. Oslo. Starting our list at number 10 is the capital city, Oslo. Now, you might hear, capital city, and think it's all concrete and traffic, right? But Oslo flips that idea on its head, mixing cool, modern life with huge green spaces and a deep love for the sea. This is a city where you can check out world-class architecture, like the stunning Oslo Opera House that looks like a glacier sliding into the fjord, and just a few minutes later, be hiking in a dense forest, all inside the city limits. Oslo is packed with culture and history. You can wander through Vigeland Sculpture Park, with its 200-plus sculptures showing the entire human life cycle, or get a blast from the past at the Viking Ship Museum. The city's waterfront, especially around Aker Brygge, is the perfect spot for a summer evening stroll, buzzing with great restaurants and energy. What really makes Oslo special is that it's two things at once: a lively European capital and a launchpad to nature. It's the perfect introduction to the art, history, and outdoorsy spirit that makes Norway, well, Norway. Number 9. Trondheim. Coming in at number 9 is a city that feels both ancient and super young all at once, Trondheim. Founded way back in 997 by a Viking king, Trondheim was actually Norway's first capital, and you can feel that history on every street. The absolute star of the show is the Nidaros Cathedral, a magnificent medieval building, the largest in all of Scandinavia, and the place where Norwegian kings were traditionally crowned. Just standing in front of it, you can almost feel the weight of 1,000 years. But Trondheim is no museum. It's buzzing with energy, known as Norway's tech capital, mostly because of its big deal university, the Norwegian University of Science and Technology. That means the city is full of life, with cool cafes and a great cultural scene. One of the most charming spots is Backlandet, with its colorful old wooden buildings lining the Nidelva River. It's a city where you can soak up centuries of history, eat amazing Nordic food, and feel the pulse of modern Norway, all in one visit. Number 8. Ålesund. At number 8, we have a city that literally rose from the ashes to become an architectural fairy tale, Ålesund. Back in 1904, a massive fire wiped out most of the town, which was all built from wood. What happened next was incredible. The entire town was rebuilt in the hottest style of the day, Art Nouveau. Today, Ålesund is famous for having one of the most stunning collections of Art Nouveau architecture in the world. Walking through its streets is like stepping into another world, filled with turrets, spires, and beautiful, nature-inspired details on every building. But it's not just the buildings. The city is spread out over a bunch of islands where the mountains and fjords crash right into the ocean. For the best view, you have to climb the 418 steps up to the Fjellstua viewpoint on Mount Oxla. From up there, the panoramic view of the city and the Sunnmøre Alps will convince you that Ålesund is a true Norwegian treasure. Number 7. Hardangerfjord. Sailing into our number 7 spot is the beautiful Hardangerfjord. While some fjords are all about raw, rugged power, the Hardangerfjord has a softer, more peaceful kind of beauty. It's known as the Orchard of Norway because, in the spring, its rolling hills are covered with thousands of fruit trees that just explode into a sea of white and pink blossoms. This fjord is a landscape of romance and legends. It's home to some of Norway's most amazing waterfalls, like the powerful Voringsfossen, which roars down into a deep canyon. Cute little villages like Norheimsund are dotted along the shore, offering quiet getaways and a taste of local life. The area is also a playground for outdoor lovers. You can hike, bike, or kayak, and you definitely have to try the local ciders and jams made from the fruit grown right there. A trip to Hardangerfjord feels like you've walked into a living painting, showing off a gentler but just as breathtaking side of Norway. Number 6. Preikestolen, Pulpit Rock. Get ready for a view that will honestly leave you speechless. At number 6 is Prekestolen, or Pulpit Rock. This isn't just a scenic spot, it's an experience that has become one of Norway's most iconic natural landmarks. It's a huge, flat-topped cliff that shoots up a dizzying 604 meters straight from the shimmering Fjord below. Getting there is half the fun. It's a moderate, 8-kilometer round-trip hike that takes you through beautiful, shifting landscapes, including forests and stone stairways built by Nepalese Sherpas. The hike itself is gorgeous, but nothing can prepare you for the moment you step onto that plateau. The sheer scale of it all, the cliff, the endless fjord winding below, is absolutely mind-blowing. It's one of those places that makes you feel like you're on top of the world, a must-do pilgrimage for any adventurer in Norway. Quick tip: to dodge the biggest crowds, go for an early morning hike. Or better yet, join a guided tour for an unforgettable sunrise. Number 5. Bergen. Cracking our top 5 is a city that's as charming as it is beautiful, Bergen. Known as the gateway to the fjords, Bergen is Norway's second biggest city, but it has managed to keep the wonderful feel of a small town. It's hugged by 7 mountains, giving it a special connection to both the sea and the highlands. The most famous spot here is Bryggen, the old Hanseatic wharf, which is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Its iconic row of colorful wooden houses makes you feel like you've traveled back to the Middle Ages when Bergen was a major European trading hub. Winding through its narrow alleyways is like walking through history. The lively fish market is a treat for all the senses, where you can taste the freshest seafood imaginable. For an unbelievable view, ride the Fløibanen funicular up Mount Fløyen. From the top, you can see everything: the city, the fjords, and the ocean stretching out beyond. With its perfect mix of history, culture, and nature, Bergen is a place you simply can't miss. Number 4. Sognefjord. At number 4, we have the undisputed king of the fjords. Sognefjord is Norway's longest and deepest fjord, a massive body of water stretching over 200 kilometers inland from the coast. It's so huge it's hard to even wrap your head around it, with cliffs that dive over 1,000 meters into the deep blue water. But the Sognefjord isn't just one big channel, it's a whole network of smaller, equally stunning arms, each with its own personality. One of the most famous is the Norwayfjord, a UNESCO World Heritage Site that's so narrow and dramatic you feel like you could reach out and touch the cliffs on both sides. Charming villages like Balestrand and Flam are tucked along its shores, perfect for a peaceful escape. And you can't talk about this area without mentioning the Flam Railway, one of the steepest and most beautiful train journeys on the planet, taking you from the fjord up into the mountains past roaring waterfalls and green valleys. Number 3. Tromsø. Heading way up above the Arctic Circle, our number 3 spot goes to the capital of the Arctic, Tromsø. This is a city where adventure and magic are just part of everyday life. In the winter, Tromsø is one of the best places on the entire planet to see the northern lights. The sky just comes alive with dancing ribbons of green and purple light, a truly once-in-a-lifetime sight. But Tromsø isn't just for winter. In the summer, it has the midnight sun, where the sun literally never sets, bathing the city in a golden glow 24/7. This gives you endless daylight to explore the stunning Arctic landscapes all around. Make sure to see the incredible Arctic Cathedral with its iconic triangle shape and take the cable car up for a panoramic view of the city and its ring of mountains. Tromsø is a lively, fun city that offers a unique mix of culture, history, and raw Arctic adventure, any time of year. Number 2. Gerangerfjord. Just missing out on the top spot at number 2 is a place so stunningly beautiful it's also a UNESCO World Heritage Site, the Gerangerfjord. Many people will tell you this is the most beautiful of all the Norwegian fjords, and it's not hard to see why. This 15-kilometer-long fjord is a masterpiece of deep blue water, impossibly steep cliffs, and incredible waterfalls that tumble down the rock faces from way up high. The most famous of these waterfalls even have romantic names, like the Seven Sisters, the Suitor, and the Bridal Veil. The absolute best way to feel the fjord's majesty is to be on the water, taking a ferry or a cruise that puts you right in the middle of this natural cathedral. For a totally different, and iconic, view, drive up the winding Eagle Road to the Ormsvingen viewpoint. It's one of the most photographed spots in all of Norway. From its abandoned old farms clinging to the cliffs to its thundering waterfalls, the Gerangerfjord is the pure, wild heart of Norwegian nature. Number 1. Lofoten Islands. And now, our number 1 most beautiful place you absolutely must visit in Norway is a destination that feels like it's straight out of a fantasy novel, the Lofoten Islands. This chain of islands is a true masterpiece of nature, a place where jagged, dramatic mountains rise right out of the turquoise sea, and colorful little fishing villages cling to the shoreline. The beauty in Lofoten is so intense and otherworldly, it just blows away everyone who visits. Here, You can hike to legendary viewpoints like Rheinbringen for a jaw-dropping view of the village of Rhein, perfectly framed by peaks and water. You can explore some of the world's most beautiful and surprising white sand beaches, like Hochland and Kavalvika. In the summer, you can kayak under the midnight sun. In the winter, it's another fantastic spot to chase the northern lights. The islands are dotted with traditional red fishing cabins called rober, many of which you can actually stay in for a truly authentic experience. It's a place that perfectly blends wild, untamed nature with charming culture. For its mind-blowing beauty and the incredible range of things to see and do, the Lofoten Islands are our #1 must-visit destination in Norway. And that's our list. But let's be real, a top 10 can barely scratch the surface of everything Norway has to offer. So now we want to hear from you. What amazing Norwegian spot did we leave out? Which one of these is now at the very top of your travel bucket list? Let us know in the comments below. We actually love reading all your suggestions. And if this video sparked your inner adventurer, please give it a big thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to ring the notification bell so you won't miss our next journey. From the cultural hub of Oslo to the surreal, Arctic beauty of the Lofoten Islands, Norway is a country that simply never fails to leave you in awe. It's a land of epic mountains, peaceful fjords, and stories that you can feel in the air. Every single place on this list offers more than just a pretty picture. It offers a feeling, an experience that will stick with you long after you've gone home. So start dreaming, start planning. The magic of Norway is real, and it's out there waiting for you. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next adventure.